We're gonna start off. Okay, so roll with it, bitch shoot. I know about voting and does it count and all that stuff. Just roll with it. New York City, you voted your way into, well, shit. More shit. You're gonna wish you probably had Comrade Eric Adams after this, because what you got is literal, actual diarrhea. A fucking commie. The first Muslim mayor, or I guess Muslim mayor or Muslim. We haven't had a Muslim governor yet, have we? The first Muslim mayor? Seriously? This is America? Right? It's supposed to be based on Christian values. I guess Christian Judeo, they say. Muslim mayor, you got. All right? Zoran Mumble Dummy. That's what I'm called. Mumble Dummy. New York City's mayoral inauguration party. Live updates. Curtis Sliwa. That's the guardian angel that ran. From what I gather, he was a much better pick if voting counts than Mamdani. Way better. But of course, you don't want what's best for yourselves or your cities. You're just going to vote because, hey, diversity, and he's a Muslim, and the first Muslim mayor, and he's the youngest one in generations, right? And because he's a slick talker, and he's younger than most all the other mayoral candidates, and he's a slick talker. You're not listening to what he's saying. You just listen to how he talks. Just like friggin' Barack Insane Obama, right? He was a great orator. Yeah, he read the teleprompter really pretty damn good. Charismatic. But your ears were getting tickled and massaged. You were listening to how he was talking, not what he was saying. When I listened to what he was saying, I was like, no, we don't change we need. No, we don't. We don't need it, Obama. I heard what he was saying. Yeah, I heard how he talked, and yes, it was very good. Change we need. Thank you. President Obama, you're president, right? But if you listen to what he said, his policies were against America. Just like this bitch's policies, this fucking commie's policies are against New York. What is it with you? What is it with New Yorkers? You like? Are you just what do they call that? Sadomasochist? Do you like pain? You like being held captive and tortured, and you're going to praise your captor? What is that, Stockholm Syndrome? The fuck's wrong with you idiots up there? But it's the same in every libtarded area. It's the same. You just want cesspool. That's what you want. It's ridiculous. That's why you had the fucking invaders. They shipped them to New York City because you like that shit. But when it really came home to roost in your neck of the woods, you realized you didn't like it. But then you forgot about it, and now you like it again. You vote for shit like this. Right? Mumbles Dummy. Said, we're going to get rid of, rugged individuality for the warmth of collective. What the fuck? That's commie talk right there. Democrat. What's Bernie Sanders doing showing up? Is he a New York senator? I thought he's from Vermont. He still looks like he didn't take a shower. He still looks homeless. He's still a commie, but yet he owns multiple mansions and cars. Bringing cars, expensive cars. Funny how that works. They want to put down capitalism while they profit off of it. Democratic Socialist New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani is reveling in his first day in office at a massive block party. Put that in quotes. There was no food, though. Y'all didn't get any food at the block party. Block parties in New York City, when I growing up the first 11 years, yeah, we had music, we had tons of food. I mean, it was a great time to be had by all. But this one, you didn't get any food. I know you all were disappointed. See, he said you're gonna have a block party, you're gonna have music and food, but you didn't get any food because that's what commies do. They make it sound good, but it ain't good. You're not gonna get what you think you're gonna get. Idiots, you idiots. Let's see. Mamdani gave his inaugural event at City Hall, and he pledged to make the city buses free. Oh, free city buses. Okay. How is that gonna? Who's gonna pay for that? Free set us free. Free? Yeah. Oh. Wait a minute. You're gonna pay for it, idiots, right? Taxpayers. Taxes go up. Let's see. Someone has to foot the bill, and it dang sure ain't gonna be the government. So he wants to have free buses, and he also wants to have fucking state-controlled grocery stores, grok stores. Yeah, that doesn't even sound good whatsoever at all. But he arrived at his own inaugural address taking a taxi cab because he's so humble. And his wife is a First Lady Rama Duwaji. I guess she's Indian. Have you noticed the phasing out of white people in commercials and politics? Have you noticed that? Have you noticed in movies, these commercials, movies, is less and less white people? Oh, colleges, commercials for universities, colleges. It's mostly Groids and Hispanics, and sprinkled a couple of Asians, and maybe a token white. Have you noticed that? Yeah, yeah, diversity. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You idiot libtard white people that put down your own skin color and promote diversity much to your own detriment. I can't stand libtards. I can't stand commies. I can't stand fake news. I can't stand a lot of this shit, including these bitches that invaded our country, like these Somalis. So what did he do on the first day? Well, he did what Beijing Joe Biden did on his first day after the steal election. He erased all of Trump's executive orders and replaced them. Like Biden shut down the pipeline, one of the pipelines. I forgot the name of it, XL pipeline. Prices immediately went up. He did a lot of shit, Biden. Calm down, bitch shooter. I have to play the political hat. This is very important. Perception is reality. Calm down. But just like Beijing Joe Biden he did everything to really, really, really sabotage America. Same thing with him. He's doing everything to he's undoing all of Eric Adams. He's a comrade of Eric Adams. I'm not a fan of Eric Adams. I mean, but do you want caca, full-blown caca, or caca light? Which one do you want? Caca light would be Eric Adams. Caca light it is. Well, full-blown caca, which is Zoran, is undoing caca light's executive orders. Does that make sense? So, yeah, out of the frying pan into the fire more, something like that. Something like that. I know, different shades of shit. Who showed up there? Bernie Sanders, AOC, who's a POS, and I don't know if I had a picture. This is what it looked like. You got these libtards with their Zoran headgear on. These idiots. Look at them. Look at these idiots. Yay, communism. Yay, free bus rides. Free bus rides, right, sheeple? It ain't free, you idiots. The cost of living's through the roof, and your tax is about to go up even more in New York City. Dumb assholes, you. Fucking stupid libtards. That's what fake news does to you. Alright, so now we got this mask hole over here. Right chair. It's unbelievable, man. Is that it? Is that all the ones I got? Alright, that's all the ones I got. Before I show you this nifty video of Mumble's dummy here, who he's about to appoint, you'll see in a minute if you haven't already seen it. Let's just go into the disgraceful and disgusting death of New York. And this is just like what's happening in London, Stan, and other areas of the West. These Muslims come in, they're either planted, I guess they're planted as mayor, and the people think they've elected him, but overwhelmingly, a lot of people want this shit in the West because they're just, a lot of people are just dumb as a bag of hammers. All right, and it's diversity. We have to have a first Muslim. Fuqar Christian Foundation, right? Fuqar Freedoms. Let's have a Muslim coming in. Hey, maybe you'll get some Sharia law in there. You deserve it. Not the good people in New York City, whatever few are left, but the rest of you deserve this shit. So you deserve Sharia. You deserve what you ask for. I hope you get it, you morons. This is a disgraceful and disgusting death of New York. And it's a shame because this is nothing like it was when I was there. It's nothing like it was when Giuliani was there. Say what you will about this one's planted and that one's planted. Okay, at least it was better than it is now. Way better. But this is what they want to have in every city. These Muslims say they're going to take over city by city. It's a mission creep. It's not all at once. But then they said, listen, when they're done taking over the cities or being allowed to take over the cities and control them, they're going to probably try to move into the small towns in the burbs, suburbs. But we have to remember that country song, right? Try that in a small town, right? Try that in a small town. I hope that the small towns won't put up with this shit, but you've watched in 2020 just about everybody put on their face tape and their face shield and rolled up their sleeves and, oh my god, there's convict around, I'm gonna catch convict, let me put on my face tape and lock down. Even the good old boys in the South, the last bastion of what I thought would fight for freedom. I'll never forget, I was in the Kroger parking lot, 2020 or 2021, sitting there, and I saw this, just a good old boy pull up with his Confederate flag and American flag stuck right in the back of his pick-em-up truck. He gets out, man, he's just a good old boy, looking all countrified. That's Americana, right? That's fight for your rights, right? I said, no, don't do it. He reached in his pocket, I said, no. I watched it from my car. I said, no, don't do it. And he pulled it out, the blue face diaper with the nanoworms, and he shook it, stretched it out, and went into Kroger. I was like, it's over. It's OVA. It's OVA. It's over. Yeah. So that song, that country song, Try That in a Small Town, I want to see how that shakes out when they get to all these Muslims, get to every city, and then they finally decide to go to the suburbs and then the small towns. When is this shit going to stop? All right, the death of New York. As some may still recall, almost all of the Muslim carnage on 9/11 occurred in New York City. And I know it's an inside job, but just roll with it. This makes Zoran Momdani taking his oath of office on a Quran arguably the most disgusting event to happen in American history. Yeah, he took his, it wasn't the Bible. He didn't take his oath on the Bible. It was the Quran. It was the Quran, man. You JKing me? Yeah. No, I'm not. So, New York City, the Big Apple. Yeah, the apple, huh? Is that something from the garden? What is it? Don't eat from the tree, right? Big Apple. Take a bite. It's a shame, man. I wanted to get back to New York City just once before, on my bucket list, before I ever croak, just to eat, just to pig out, gorge, and eat all the food. Because, New York City does have the best food in the world. They do. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I want to go back for. Really. But the clock's ticking because you're about to see probably all hell break loose. This bitch right here, in his fucking inaugural speech, he mentioned talking about all kinds of Ethiopians in Brooklyn and, in New York City and all kinds of people from all over places. But most of the people, all of them that he mentioned were not even white. He didn't mention the Irish. He didn't mention the English. He didn't mention Americans, white Americans. He didn't mention anything that had to do with whiteness. It was nothing but Groids and Hispanics. And if you like this, whether you don't like this, and if this offends you, tough shit. I'm offended that white people are constantly being left out of everything. All right? And you got guilty white liberals that are actually against their own whiteness, which is ridiculous. Whatever you were born with, you should be okay with. That's what you were born with. To be ashamed of how you were born or what color is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my life. But white people have been phased out. It's attack on masculinity, attack on white males, attack on whites in general. Can't get in fucking universities because they're just shunning whites. And even though they have higher test scores more often than not, and taking Groids and taking other ethnicities and things like that. We've been under attack for a long time. This is done on purpose. It's all conquer and divide. This is how they want to destroy America. But I digress. You have to wake up from what's going on. It's disgusting. He took it on a Quran. So what's next? Slippery slope. It's like it's like first they damn, I want to get into Somali videos, but it's running late. What was it? Obama first said that only male and female should marry, and then gay marriages somehow were okayed, right? Right? And then what's next? Now it's like NAMDA. What did they try to phase? Trannies everywhere. They tried to phase that in. Tranny hour. Trannies in schools, right? To groom the children, right? And then it became to minor attracted people. That now it's a slippery slope. And then bestiality is right around the corner, right? And doing things with the little ones, making that legal. Well, same thing here. You're going from a Christian nation, right? Christian Judeo nation. That's what we've always been told, right? And Christian churches all over the place, to now slipping in the Quran, right? Slipping in the Quran, and then what's next? A Satanist is going to want to run for office. Actual satanic mayor. Is that what's next, or governor, or even president? And he's going to take his oath on the Satanic Bible, which is the Satanic Bible, so to speak. Is the Bible just written in opposite of what's? It's just the opposite of how the Bible's written. It's inverted. I'll never forget when I was a teenager. I went to the mall, a defunct mall, now defunct mall, but it's where everybody went in the south side of Atlanta. And I went to the bookstore, and I picked up this book, because I always was interested in books. And I picked up this book. It was the Satanic Bible. And I opened it up, and I read just a few verses in it, and I was like, this is just taking the Bible and reversing. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt kill. I mean, for this reason, whatever. I mean, it was just the opposite. But I immediately put it down. I was like, this is retarded, but it's disgusting. So I guess that's what's next. You know, it's a satanic Bible, putting your hand on a satanic Bible. That's what seems like is next in all this. Slippery slope. Keep it on like this, you idiots out there, and we'll see where that gets you and gets all of us. This is ridiculous. All right? Puts his hand on the Quran. The most disgusting, arguably most disgusting event in history. His oath on the Quran. What's next? The New York Post reports Democratic Socialist Mayor Zohran Mamdani took the oath of office at midnight in the defunct City Hall subway station. Well, that's where you belong, in a damn subway station, below the earth, because that's where probably you came from, you piece of crap, commie you. And the first New York City mayor to take the oath of office on the Quran. Islam is a sledgehammer that is being employed to smash Western civilization by Mamdani's fellow leftists. So this is appropriate that he's done this. New York Attorney General Letitia James administered the oath of office to Mamdani. Yeah, that's another piece of crap. You got a lot of piece of craps in New York City in high places. New Yorkers, you're not tough. You're not tough at all. You know, you're a native New Yorker. You looking at me? Yeah, what are you looking at? Yeah, we're looking at you. You're weak. You like communism. You like to be abused. You like high taxes. You like crime. You like criminals to get not be charged with any criminality, and if they are, they're set free. Free, set them free. That's what you like. So you're not tough, New York. You act like you're tough. You were once tough, but you're not tough anymore. All right? You're nothing but a bunch of damn stupid, idiot, commie-loving libtards with a few patriots sprinkled hither and thither. God help them. And this is where he's coming from. This is where he's coming from. He announced that Ramzi Qassem. Does that sound American? Does that sound like a good old American name? Does that sound like a good, I don't know, Judeo-Christian name? Does that sound like anything we've been accustomed to for our entire lives and before that? Ramzi Qassem. Not to be confused with Casey Kasem. Ramzi. Well, he appointed Ramzi Qassem to join his administration as chief counsel. Who is Ramzi Qassem that this prick appointed as chief counsel to his administration? Well, his main qualification is that he was a top lawyer in New York City to represent Al-Qaeda terrorist Ahmed al-Darbi. This piece of crap right here that you New Yorkers love, a new era. Yeah, oh yeah, change you need. Oh, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. This bitch commie, this fucking New World Order piece of shit, he appointed as chief counsel in his administration a top lawyer, Ramzi Qassem, who represented Al-Qaeda terrorist Ahmad al-Darbi. He defended a terrorist, as the story goes. And that's what's appointed to city council in his administration. You down with that, New York? Yes, you are down with it. And if you're not now, too bad. Too bad. You had that guardian angel, Curtis Sliwa. I don't know a whole lot about him, but he's a Republican. I mean, when are we ever going to have a conservative running a damn city? I don't know of one. Huh? What is with you damn idiots in these cities that love to be just abused, high taxed, priced out of existence, crime all over the damn place, ghettos abounding. What is with you idiots? Is it the frequencies? Do they have is it some kind of government program controlling your mind control? It makes absolutely no sense. That's it, votes counted. BitChute, calm down. Let's take a look at this video.
I'm delighted to announce that I am naming Ramzi Qasim as Chief Counsel.
Well, there you go.
Ramzi will be joining the administration from CUNY, where he serves as a professor of law. Government service is no novel concept for Ramzi, who served as a senior policy advisor for President Biden from 2022 to 2024. He has deep experience arguing in court, including before the Supreme Court. I will turn to Ramzi for his remarkable experience and his commitment to defending those too often abandoned by our legal system. City Hall will be stronger with him in it, and our work of building a more prosperous city for all will have a powerful advocate. My sincere hope is that New York
wants to get rid of rugged individualism. In other words, he doesn't want you to be an individual. He wants you to be hive-minded, collective, hive-minded. This is communism. He's a commie, okay? He's appointing as chief counsel this friggin' lawyer that defended a terrorist. That's how the story goes, okay? Qasim served as a lead counsel in the terrorist Al Darby's defense. In 2014, Al Darby pled guilty before a U.S. military commission to conspiracy in connection with an Al-Qaeda terrorist plot to bomb the French oil tanker MV Limburg off the coast of Yemen. Yada, yada, yada. He defended a terrorist. That's the story. This bitch right here, appointed a lawyer that defends terrorism. So what do you think you can get in New York City, idiots? Remember Antifa running amok? Remember BLM running amok and then fighting with the New York Police Department and New York Police Department retreats? You know, okay, Antifa and BLM, we got to retreat and run. Remember that? You have no law and order in New York City. You have no backbone. You're just getting run roughshod. You're allowing yourself. You're actually wanting this. You're like, please hurt me. Please, with diversity. We need to have more diversity. These people that are there, they're not. Are they assimilating with American values and American culture? No. This is a takeover. That's all you're getting is a fucking takeover. But it's not like they're coming in and whipping our asses and taking over. It's being allowed by what's inside of America. The enemy's within. We don't need any other outside threats of anything, all right? This bitch that he pointed defends Muslim terrorists. So what the hell you think you're going to get? I swear, man. The clock's ticking. I hope it doesn't turn out bad for you guys. I really don't. But somewhere along the way, you fucking fake newsers, you libtards, you idiots gotta learn a lesson, have a wake-up call. Like, look, our country's being taken over. We gotta stop allowing our country to be taken over. We gotta stop being lied to. And no, DEI or diversity, no, it ain't great. It ain't great, all right? It ain't good. We're being watered down, all right? You're not here to assimilate. If you came here to assimilate, you came here the right way, I could take that in stride. You become an American. Because America is supposed to be, well, yeah, you come in the right way, you assimilate, you adopt our cultural values, and, you know, don't bring your fucking shitty ways from your country. You learned that it's not good where you came from. That's why you're here. Like the Cubans. They come in from friggin' rafts and boats 90 miles away from Cuba to Florida. But by and large, they to this day, they're conservatives. They're patriots. They hate communism. And they don't like the way our country's turning, or the direction our country's turning. So those people are good. They learned from how bad their country is, the communism in the country, and they fled it, and they don't want it again to happen in the new land. But a majority of those that come here now, especially the ones that are legal, they're brazen. They hate this country. They're not here to assimilate, and they actually act like this is their country, and they want to kick us out. I'm not going to show the videos, but I got them. This one bitch Somali says, "This is our land. You don't like it, Americans? Get out." Seriously? That's the equivalent of someone going into your house and kicking you out of your house. You do realize that. That's where we're at. It might not be in your neck of the woods yet, but it's coming. If nothing, none of this bad shit will stop until it's stopped. I kept saying that, all right? But of course, this is done by design because they want a civil war. We already know that. We already know that. They need to be careful what they ask for. By the way, I want to also address the flu. I'll try to do that tomorrow night. The super flu. And, well, is it chemtrail oriented? I don't know. Maybe Lou Ferrigno knows, but that's what I got for you. Don't be a troll out there. We're going to look at these Somali videos tomorrow night, Lord willing. All right. That's what I got. Congratulations, New York City. You friggin' New Babylon. You get what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for. Oh, it's too late.